Hey, Hops Metal Show. We are live with the guys behind the idea of Mad Hatter, and I'm going to let them talk about it. But Hop, I want to turn it over to you. My name is Wes, and I'm your guest host. And I'm going to turn it over to Hop to really kick things off and get started with the first questions.
All right, welcome. By the way, welcome Mad Hatter and company, cousin. Got cousin here.
Cousin.
Anyway,
yes.
We just found out I got a cousin in Canada, so we're good.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely.
All right, so I just want to start off. I guess each of y'all introduce yourself and how you're tied in with the band and how this. I guess explain a little bit about the band.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go first.
Yeah,
because I'm wearing the Mad Hatter shirt, and I'm Nate Danger. I am one half of the YouTube sensation Rock and Danger and part of Mad Hatter. And so Scotty and I started Mad Hatter years and years ago, and we'll get into that. But I'm Nate, and I'm happy to be here. Thanks for the invite.
Thanks. What's going on, guys? I'm Scotty Rock. Other half of the duo, the pillars of amazingness. Here we are, Rock and Danger, representing our band Mad Hatter. Thanks for having us on, man. Yeah, super nice to meet you guys, and I think it's great. So, yeah, like Nate said, we're part of the YouTube sensations, Rock and Danger. So come by, check it out, see what we have to say, and it'll help us change your life. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess that's over to me. I'm Jason Reed. I am not in the band. However, I am the record company of the band, the manager of the band, and whatever else the band needs that gets me my 137% just in like 1989.
Right. He drains us for all our cash.
That's right. Gotta get these boys out on the road. That's all I'm saying.
You're the Doc McGee of Mad Hatter.
Yeah, Doc McGee. I
exactly.
like it.
That's what I told him today.
He did actually tell me that today. Yes.
Oh, did he really?
Yes. So as you can see, I am 8 pounds of marijuana and a hair transplant away from being Doc McGee.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Jason, I was going to make a crack, but I can't. I just don't know what to say after the 8 pounds of marijuana and the hair transplant. So
it kind of covers it all. Yeah. And probably 137% that he gets.
Yep. Yeah. So, Jason, I play a similar role, and I would say a far less significant role. So Hop and String and Love have done the Hops Metal Show for years and years and years. They've built a tremendous following, and they have a lot of fun. But I'm the guy that says, hey, let's do some interviews. This could be really fun. You guys have some followers. And I remember Hop saying, shit, Wes, I don't know anything about interviews. Well, I was an HR guy for a long time, so that's all I did all day, every day for a long time. So that's why we're here today, fellas. So appreciate you.
Nice. Yeah, he makes it all happen on this end. I appreciate the hell out of it.
Yep. So
I've got to ask, man. We appreciate the chat. It's always
absolutely
fun to take an interest in the band and what we're about.
Fellas, before Hop gets to question number 2, I've got to ask one. I feel like you guys are in Canada, but I saw you hold up a Bush beer, and Scotty, I thought 100% I would see Elksnor beer, like Take Off Hoser, like from Strange Brew.
Yes,
I love that.
Man, that's a reference. I love that.
I love that. Representing.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
We got to do.
Yeah, my wife is rolling her eyes if she has any idea that I'm talking about that right now. She absolutely hates it, and our son, who's 31, absolutely loves it. And fellas, that's good parenting.
It's exceptional parenting.
Excellent.
Exceptional parenting.
And yes, we are from Canada.
Well, hey, man, yeah, we're absolutely from. We're Western Canadian group in the middle of Saskatchewan.
Yeah,
very cool.
I'm in
Speaking, I'm not going to get too far off, but we just did a poll on Hops Metal Show. What are y'all's thoughts on Nickelback? Love them, hate them?
Love them. Here's a quick story. Because we were in kind of the same circuits, and Scotty and I both played in bands, and Nickelback was from our neighboring province of Alberta. So I remember we were at the show at the university campus here. There was probably, 25 people maybe in the audience, and they were playing all the songs from the upcoming Silver Side Up.
Wow.
And we were like mocking them and telling them to play songs from our bands, and it was like, and then 8 months later they were the biggest thing in the world. So I think they got a lot of hate that is unwarranted. I think they're really talented guys. I've met the guys a number of times, and I got nothing bad to say about Nickelback. I think they're A1.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm all over the place. I saw him way back when too, and I remember, was that the same gig date where everyone was heckling him? And yeah, my buddy and I was with, we got drunk and we just got up and laughed halfway. I've never walked out of a band other than Nickelback playing to 25 people. And like Nate said, hey, they got massive later, but at the same time, I was in bands around that time, hey, and they were doing the same circuit stuff, and I totally appreciated like the hard work that they put into the band. You know, they're making all the right moves, doing it all themselves, and you got to give them credit for that. Whatever people think of their music, but like you can't deny, 50 million records sold either. That's pretty amazing, man. But
Scotty was just jealous, man. He's just jealous.
You know what? When they played here, hey, they played our hometown, and I snuck backstage in the afternoon, and I went to their dressing room and I loaded up their CD player with my band's one CD. So anytime they'd go to like, who the fuck's this band? They'd go to change it or whatever, and it would just be the same. And I left them like a threatening note, And then I took a bottle of booze and I split. And on the way out, I was laughing to myself. I'm like, who am I to, I just thought it was a funny thing to do, but meanwhile, they're playing like the biggest venue in town to like 16,000 people, right? So I love the irony and the booze that I took. So it was good. It was fun.
That's fantastic. Hop, do you want to start the party around the whole idea of why we're here?
Yeah, we're well, I was telling y'all earlier, I found out about y'all on Facebook. I'd had some interaction with Jason kind of through the Metal Guru, and we had a lot of stuff in common. He started posting this Mad Hatter stuff. I didn't really know much about it, and I dug in a little bit, and God, I was just blown away. I told everybody about it. I think first day I heard it, I was like, man, y'all need to go check this out. I don't really know anything about it, but I might try to get in contact with the guys. But how did this all come about? I mean, what was the idea? And I guess explain to everybody the whole thing. I mean, I know a little bit about it, but not enough.
Well, I'll give you the quick rundown. So Scotty and I, we've been friends since grade 6. In our high school years, we got guitars at the same time together, and we started figuring out how to play instruments and learning chords. And I mean, at that time, we were all into Faster Pussycat, and he bought the first guitar tab book, and we learned it all, both guitar parts, and all of a sudden decided, hey, we want to start writing some songs because that's the next progression. So we're talking 1990, 1991. That would have been us in grade 9 and 10. And we're starting to write songs. So we start recording songs. He had a little Tascam 4-track recorder or whatever with the drum machine. And we started writing a number of songs together, as bands typically do. And we probably compiled about 40 songs, and we had them on different cassettes and everything over time. And then that band never really progressed. Okay, fast forward to now, to last Christmas 2025, and I ended up finding the cassette of these demos that we had recorded from way long ago. And they're rough. They were in poor shape. They're with a drum machine. The sound quality was poor, for you can imagine, from back then. But they were completed songs. They had a drum machine. So it was just a constant beat, and they didn't have bass, but they were just played with, like, for the most part, just played with us two on guitar and singing and the vocal arrangements and everything. So I took this cassette and uploaded it and started working with an AI program, and it came out fantastic. The people have different thoughts on the usage of AI, and I've watched a whole bunch of programs with Rick Beato. He talks about AI, and Jizzy Pearl just did an episode about AI and his experience using it as a songwriter. So that's what I did. And the nice thing is it kept all the songs true to form. The lyrics are there. The melodies are there. The playing, the structure, everything is the same, other than it enhanced it to where it would be record quality, which in turn now got us one of these, which
Sweet.
is pretty crazy when you think about it. And the quality is there. And I think the feedback that we've been getting is so positive because our writing at the time, our lyrics, our enthusiasm, all is captured on this album. And it's like going back in time and listening to an album from 1990, you know, in the glory days of hair metal.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
That's the story. And you know what? And you know, you see this. Nate still has the tape. Do you got it handy? Holding up the demo tape? Is it sitting there with you? No.
I
no.
came home to everything's
I know.
moved, so I don't know where anything is.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
So I'm doing the math as you shared that, Nate. I heard you say that you were in 9th grade. Did I hear that right?
Yes.
Freshman year of high school. In 1991. That tells me you guys are around 50 years old. So am I.
51.
Hang on, man.
Okay.
He's 50. I'm
50.
51. I'm the old guy.
Okay. Yep. That's where Hop and I were at that time. I was probably drinking too much beer at that point in time.
Yeah,
I never played
you probably all were.
Yeah,
So
we
we
all were.
Same tunes, man.
Smoking too many darts.
Yeah. So you guys probably might understand like the connection to that era, hey? So like when you listen to this album, like that was sort of influencing our sound, you know, and Nathan put it all together, man, and I was just blown away at first of all hearing these songs again. It was like a time machine going back in time, and then to hear such good feedback on it. Everyone's like, hey, these are great songs, and this is like a great, you know, it's the songs, man. It was there. Everyone's like, the songs are great. This is like fits the genre and what I'm into. And, you know, everyone's saying, I don't care if it's like AI sort of processed or whatever. Like the album, the songs, the album, the vibe was so there that Jason was like, hey man, I want to put this out on vinyl. And Nate and I were just like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like 40 years later, this like record's coming out on vinyl all of a sudden. And Jason, what were your thoughts, hey, when you picked up a record?
Well,
Like,
okay.
you know what I mean?
So
From your
here's
perspective.
here's how I enter into the whole picture with these guys. Is even though we're all Canadian, we're a province away. Is that I did know their channel, and I met them by being a guest on a Hairband Basement with Brian. We all joined, and it was Canadians, it's all good. And over that Christmas, Nate started just sending me these completed tracks that he was working on through the AI program. And let me kind of move back where it's so different, and people need to understand how this was done. Is that, and Nate already said it, the songs are theirs, the arrangements, the melodies, everything. The only thing AI did, they performed it. So really, the only thing AI did was save Scott and Nate about $100,000 of studio time. That's what it did. Where there's so much other stuff out there with the Chat GPT and the AI, where you just open up and go, write me a song about beer drinking and boobies, and they'll write you 6 different ones with all the changes and then here's your music done. That's not what this is.
Mm-hmm.
So Nate starts sending me this over Christmas, and I'm like, holy shit. So back it up. Just met these guys. Huge music crazy, just crazed guy of this genre and everything. And it just connected with me immediately. And you should have seen, boys, you should have seen their face when we were on I joined their show for an episode. We were talking after when I said, guys, I want to put this out on vinyl. Yeah, okay. What are we going to know? Just let me run with it. And that's what I did. I just ran with it. I started making phone calls and following up. And in Winnipeg here, I'm connected with a lot of people in the music scene, like, whether it be Indian City or Harlequin or Street Heart and whatever. I just started asking questions of how they were doing stuff. And I finally got to an end user in pressing and talked to the right people. And then I came back to the boys and said, well, this is what we're doing. And they were like, holy shit, let's do it. And then 6 weeks later, boys, we do a video, and I have all these records in my living room. And for those of you that we've shown it already, like the artwork turned out great on the back and everything. And like my favorite part, I hope this kind of comes on the screen for everybody.
My favorite. Look at that.
Here it is. Right?
Yeah.
So cool.
Like, man. And I
Very
just
cool.
can't even, I mean, guys, I'm excited. I'm like a little kid doing this. So I can't even imagine how Scott and Nate feel as the actual creators of this, right? I'm just so happy to be a part of it. And now we're friends. And
now we got shirts. And now Sebastian Bach has our album.
yes, he does actually. Sorry, Nate. So sorry, where were we last night, Nathan?
So just on a side note, sorry to keep talking.
No.
We went to Sebastian Bach and Slaughter last night, Jason and I, and with his connections and stuff. Yeah, we got Sebastian Bach, one of our copies of our album. So a fellow Canadian, and he rocked the house last night, a sold out show in Winnipeg. And
Pour it up.
That's pretty crazy. It's a one of a kind album for a collection. So he's a vinyl lover and a vinyl collector. So we thought, why not? How cool is that?
So Jason, I want to jump in. I'm going to go off script a little bit from what Hop put together in the questions. You made a comment about they saved about $100,000 in studio time. It took what they had already done and mixed the pieces. I remember I was very, very resistant to using AI in the work I do. I've written a couple books and so on. I remember when I'm writing my first book, I heard a fellow say, yeah, I sat down with ChatGPT and in about 3 hours, I had my whole book done. And I was maybe a third the way through my manuscript at that point. I probably had 300 hours into it. I wanted to hit him in the face.
Yeah.
And because holy shit, I was putting my life into it. I probably had 1,000 hours into doing that whole project. But what I've learned since, I used it none there. But in my second, third, and now my fourth, and I think I'm halfway through the fifth, as I'm doing it, I've learned to use the tools to take the work I'm doing and make it easier and better, but it's still my work. So guys, well done on that. How's it being received from some of your peers in the industry?
Well, I think the big thing is it's hard for people because there's different ways, just like you said, of using AI. There's AI productivity, and then there's just, like Jason said, write a song about my mom golfing, and all of a sudden I've got a country song about my mom golfing. Well, that's a little different than what we did. We actually had completed songs that are, it's almost like AI is just a cover band performing our original material. That's the best way to kind of explain it, because we didn't go into a studio. We didn't have the time. We didn't have the effort. We didn't have the players. We had a completed demo from when we were in 1990. So yeah, it's, I can understand people's hesitation. The one thing I say about AI is it's not going away. It will be here. People will need to embrace it. I mean, everything that came out, TV was going to rot the brains of the kids, and the internet was going to destroy everything, and streaming music platforms were going to wreck everything. And now AI is going to wreck everything. And I get it.
Yeah,
because as artists,
true in some way.
Yeah,
it is.
Well, you know, as artists, we put our heart into this. I was in a touring band from 94 to 2005 all across the country. So yeah, you put your legwork in, you're playing all the time and you're creating stuff, but it's I don't know. I'm not scared of it. I love how we did use it. But we are putting a live version together, so that's going to be even cooler.
Well, and that tees up Hop's next question.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, what is the plan going forwards? I mean, you've got the album out now, so
everything is snowballing. So it all, you got to think, 6 months ago, nobody knew anything. I didn't have anything going on. Now I've got an album, I've got a band, and the band, I do want to say the band name Mad Hatter was our band name back in the day when we started. The album was called Welcome to Wonderland. The cassette that I have it's all like titled and handwritten by Scotty, his writing. I wish I had it. I wish I did. But what's going on now? Now there's a demand. Now there's people saying, hey, I love these songs. They're getting played on radio stations across the US, in other countries. We've sold albums in New Zealand and Thailand and like all over the place, the UK and the US and Canada, and people are posting their albums. So now there's this demand for, well, we want to deliver a live experience. So I have contacted a number of musicians, and we're putting together a live Mad Hatter. We've got probably 12 songs written for the next record, which I originally was thinking, hey, we'll just put out another AI album. But now it's kind of changed, and I put the brakes on things because instead I said, oh, well, why, if we're going to put the band together, then why wouldn't we just deliver a real Mad Hatter album as a follow-up? So that's kind of where we're at right now. In fact, I was just on my way back from Winnipeg. I got my guitar player, Rich, coming over on Saturday to work out some finalized parts and stuff, and then we're gonna start uploading some social media stuff of us rehearsing and stuff. So it'll be super cool.
I'm actually, that'll be exciting too.
Oh
Yeah.
yes,
And I'll jump in on that too. Is just like with some of the people I know. Well, Nate's been doing this, and if you don't follow the guys, don't worry about me on X or Facebook or anything. But you know, Rock and Danger is on Facebook and it's on X and it's everything. And Nate is dropping these little clips of him, you know, rehearsing and playing the licks and stuff, and it gets you excited. And from my vantage point with the record is, and the band making phone calls and such is, you know, I want to get ahead of the guys. I don't want to push them, but we have offers. We have offers in the United States to play. We have offers of next year for, you know, possibly a festival to play. And that's kind of just where I'll leave it. It's so funny just who you know around the world when you get older and stuff. And exciting stuff is coming for these boys. And I'm just happy to freaking be. I'm just a fan. I'm just a fanboy. Is what that gets his 137%. But I'm just a fanboy. So, you know,
make it happen, and then it's more for you. Right?
So I'm just saying, folks, hey, buy the record. We have a van and a trailer and gear to buy if we're going out to a city near you.
Yep.
Let's do this.
Hey, you could be
If any of your fans want to jump in and just buy a record, whole little telethon here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Little live
Jason,
stream.
you could be kind of like the guy in the Cinderella video that played keyboards behind the curtain.
Oh, I was just thinking about that guy the other day. It's funny.
Right.
So,
I play a
guys,
mean tambourine.
Hop and I went to a show Sunday night, and we were talking on the way there. There's a lot of stuff out there that you're going, is it real? Is it not? And the beauty of what I'm hearing you do is, you wrote it, you refined it using the tools, but the reality is I can come see you play. Now, back in the world that I work and live in, if somebody can use AI and come up with shit, I'm not telling anything that's not new. Everything's out there under the sun. But when my wife and I are doing what we do, the reality is it's from our lived experience, and we can work with somebody. We can come watch you play where we can't watch some AI bot play on a effing stage somewhere. So I love that you've used the tools available to capture something, and now you're saying, okay, let's put the rubber to the road. That's freaking amazing.
Sure,
yeah, it'll be next level, and I'm excited. We got some great players who, I mean, it's going to be phenomenal. I'm on mission open for Bullet Boys. So I will say it on every show that I go on. We're going to open for the Bullet Boys. Mark Torian, we're coming.
That's right.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's like Nate and I've put in our 10,000 hours on the road. You know, it's not like we're just picking up our instruments and just wing dinging it, you know. We're still players, you know, to this day. So just by taking that step forward, like who knows what can come, you know, playing festivals, Monsters of the Rock cruise, holograms, open for Kiss. We're going to be virtual reality 80s superstars. You know what I mean? The world and the internet and technology is like unlimited for us. You know what I mean? I'm just putting that out there to kind of manifest it too, just by talking large.
You would be perfect. Y'all would be perfect for the rock cruise, the Monsters Rock cruise, or an M3 or something like that.
Oh, it'd be awesome. One day we're going to get there.
Oh, man.
It will happen. We're manifesting, you know, and two is we talked about it, and Nate's talked about it already. Like these guys, just, you know, everybody, they're real musicians. Like Nate toured 11 years, Scotty, different band, toured Europe with a band. Like they're the real fucking shit. So, I mean, and excuse my language, but you're not just dealing with an AI thing here. These guys are musicians, and this record is unbelievable. It's the record of 2026. And I'm not just saying that because, you know, I'm involved. It is 100%. If you love this genre, you will love this record. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
When it's like Ryan was saying, you know, it might be record of the year, and he was talking this in January.
Yep.
I know that it is incredible. And you know what? I'm biased because we wrote the songs, but they're good songs.
Yep.
What is
I can't deny it.
if you grew up during that era and enjoyed that music, there's something on that album that you'll like. There's tons of good songs, and each song will remind you of this band or remind you of this band because we were so passionate about that music.
Mhm.
Yeah,
and we still are.
Yeah, appreciate it.
100%. We know exactly how you feel because at 55 and I'm 51, we're in the same boat, except maybe you like Wasp more than me. No.
Yeah.
So, guys, what the next question Hop has, I'm going to answer it because we've already got it and it's in the show notes. You all can say it if you want to, but the question is, where do we find out more about the music and the swag? And in the show notes, I put the playlists from YouTube, the At Rock and Danger, your page for the podcast. I also have the Mad Hatter order at gmail.com. That comes to you, Jason, right? So all of those are available. And part of the reason we do this, Hop and String have built a tremendous following on this channel, but part of the reason we do this is we love the music. But how do we give a spotlight to you, and how do we make sure people know how to get in touch with you so they can do exactly that? Because streaming music's okay, but there's no money in it, and it doesn't push the envelope forward like we really need it to. So how do we help wave the flag? The other question I'm going to kind of build off of this is, what are the connections that you would like to have, whether it's us helping initiate it, if we can, or somebody that's hearing this to know, hey, who do you want to know in the industry that helps connect the dots to put you on an M3, Monsters of Rock, or whatever?
Let's do it. Danger, go ahead, bud.
Well, I'm letting Jason answer. Jason's
okay.
What do we pay this guy for?
Let me be clear. There is a saying out there called starving artists, and that's what they are right now. But no, to get it out there, first, buy the record, please, to support, because I mean, there's not a lot, like you said, there's no money in streaming. There's no money in just, listening to the radio. It's buy the record. And it's just like back in the day, promote the record. You get the record, get it out on all your socials. Any other genre-driven channel like this, let them know about us. Freaking call your radio station. There's radio stations out there that will play this because it's on streaming platforms. If you know somebody in the industry, let them know. Like, we're just waiting. We know that this record with a really nice letter we wrote in thank you, no promo, not, it was just thank you to Sebastian Bach for inspiration. It was in his dressing room. He has a copy. Like, it's something that it's so small that can get these guys next level. Something so small, somebody that might not even know they do something, and then kaboom, here we are, right? And
so how much is it?
How much is it? That fancy you ask that. We are charged, it is $40 US plus $20 shipping in North America, so Canada, US, etc. For those folks that are overseas, we will calculate that for you. I will say, as of late, for those, is I did find out, I don't live too far from the United States border, and I was down there about a month ago, and shipping overseas from the United States is a fraction of the cost from what it is from Canada. So I enlisted my brother-in-law, who is now part of They Records US distribution, so he can get them out too for all those folks that are overseas and stuff, and we'll get them in your hands. As soon as I get an order in that email, that thing is out next day with tracking. And we just ask, like I said, when you get it, put it on socials.
Yeah, and the most fun is honestly that Jason has the best email threads to keep people posted on it and to get people hyped and excited. It's just been, it blows my mind. So first, thank you to Jason for everything. It's been awesome. And we want to take this next level.
Just take it next level. And when you order a copy, you just order 2, and then you take it down to your local strip club. You know what I mean? And just
absolutely. Yeah.
Just share the music, buy a copy for yourself, buy one to listen to, buy one to collect, right? Unopened.
It's just like Paul Stanley said, hop in my car, head down to the local titty bar.
Just make it happen, man. Just share the music. We already appreciate you guys having us on. You know.
Oh, this is huge, guy. I
been a
can't
blast.
thank you enough. It's
It's been a blast.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys this. I'll shoot it right back at our hosts here. What are your favorite tunes on this album? I know what mine is.
Mine's the title track.
Please,
Yes.
Yes.
I love that song, man. It's just, I like the lyric content in that song. Kind of reminds you of like I don't know, really know how to. Because I listened to it yesterday, and I'm like, this is a pretty good song. Like Shooting Star, maybe, or kind of, it just has a different ending. It went in a different direction than I thought it was going to go in.
The breakdown is super cool in that song. That riff, that was a Scotty riff that he designed, which I think is such a cool riff. The whole song is fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
So
appreciate that.
Jason, I'm going to step out in front of that bus, and I'm going to tell you that I can't say that I've listened to all of it or I've listened to a full song. I've sampled several of them. Hop sent it to me about a week ago, and it's been the busiest couple weeks of my life. My apologies, guys.
That's okay.
What I have heard, my immediate response, and I told Scotty this before we hit the go live, is, oh my goodness, from the spellings, from the artwork, from everything, I hear Dangerous Toys, teasing, pleasing, and I love that. So
I love that too, man.
The theme just grabbed me, and I'm going, yeah, these guys are cool.
Yeah, well,
you know what else?
We were very
it's the type of album. It's got to be a front to back listen there. So, just so you know, Wes, just
it shall be done. It just hasn't been done yet. I apologize for that.
No, it's all good.
The ballads are good too. All the ballads are really good. Because I like ballads. But I thought all of them were really good, and like I said, the ballads especially reminded me of certain ballads, that I remember back in heyday. But like I always tell everybody, back when our day, when it was the good old days.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. I think it was such a defined genre. You needed the power ballad, and I appreciate that. I think both the ballads are pretty good on this album. Scotty wrote one, I wrote the other, so we can have a debate about whose is better.
I like the story better that you shared, Nate. That Scotty wrote the first one, and you got mad, so you went home and wrote another one.
No, I didn't get mad, man. We were playing in a talent show. Yeah. So we played acoustically as a duo on televised TV, and I don't even know what year it was, but it was probably 1991.
It was around that time.
And they had a talent show called The Undiscovered, and it was held at the mall, and you went and performed live. And so we played Day After Day, which is the number 4 ballad on our album, track number 4. And then we needed something to follow up. And we didn't have the band because it was just me and him.
Because we got through to the next round.
Yeah, we couldn't go out with electric guitars and play. Yeah. So we had to write another ballad. So that's how Deep Enough came about.
Yeah. It's a quick turnaround. Hey, when we got the call, we're like, we need some more songs, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time. It's like any other band started. Like we went through all the same process of like finding some gigs, finding some opportunity. We're just young kids figuring it out. Thinking, let's write a bunch of songs and we'll eventually have 10 good ones, right? Which is what happened. Yeah. And to hear it, this record, hey, it just gives you so much nostalgia, but also like momentum forward from 2026. Somehow it's like the most futuristic retro album available. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I don't know about you guys.
I think there's opportunity for us to play all those festivals and do all those gigs. So.
Well, that'd be super awesome. I feel like I'm starved for music of the past. Like, I love the genre so much, but so many new bands, it seems like the fun has gone away. And I feel like this album really brings back that vibrancy and that enthusiasm, that fun that rock and roll was when I was a teenager. So
that's what I was telling somebody the other day. I think it's the guy that helps me most. He's been on the show, Mike, and he's never seen Steel Panther live. And I was telling him, I was like, it's the experience. I said, the lyrics are what they are, but the music is fun. The live show is fun. and it takes you to a time when music was fun. That's what Steel Panther's doing right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So
I always say that Nate and I put the FU in fun. So there you go.
Hop and I talk about this a lot. So we've known one another for 40 years. We were roommates before I met my wife and before he met his wife. And we've hung out, we went to shows and so on. And for years we were doing our things right in our lives. And he was going to shows and I was just broke and working my ass off all the time. That's all I ever did. But now that we get to do some of that stuff again, the nostalgia, you said that, Scotty. What's it like for you guys, not just to be around music, but to be able to play it together after all these years from when you wrote it in the early 90s?
We'll let you know. Scotty and I haven't played together yet.
We haven't, but we've been playing at home. Yeah.
Yeah. We're everyone's kind of learning their parts, other than I've been working with the guitar player one-on-one. So we're right there. It's funny because Scotty and I, we've played in a number of different events over time. We played an AC/DC fest thing that they threw on. It was a tribute to AC/DC, so they wanted a number of bands, and we put together an AC/DC tribute band. Obviously one of our favorite artists as well over time. AC/DC's gold. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to obviously play with Scotty again. I just, on a coincidental note, my parents, they brought their laptop over, and I was going through hours and hours of footage that they had just from old, when you had a camcorder and you'd videotape everything and you never converted it. So it's been sitting on their laptop, and I found all this old footage of me playing in different things and opening up for Nazareth and backstage footage and different things. So I'll probably, once I wean through some of this, there is some Mad Hatter footage of Scotty and I on stage at a Canada Day event back whenever. And so I'm sure I'll put little snippets here and there. That's when I had long hair.
Yeah.
Jason,
it's good to bring back those memories,
I guess that can kind of touch with another question is, what's been the most fun about doing this project? Or do you think?
For me, if you're asking for me, it's just being involved in it. Like, I mean, I was like just any other normal kid growing up that just, we identified with this music. It was our escape. It was something different, and our parents hated it, which made it more awesome. I never learned how to play anything. I was just the ultimate fan. And I always wanted, like, we always had these dreams. If you were a musician, you were a dream like these guys of hitting it big and selling billions of records and having the houses and the cars and the women and the drugs and everything. And as for me, I just wanted to be a part of something. And here I am at 54, and I'm involved with this now. And I got to, that's my ultimate thing. And Nate teases me. He's like, well, I'm going to teach you how to play guitar. Oh, for sure. I'm going to teach you how to play guitar. Sure. Whatever.
I said Badlands.
Sure. Badlands. Anyway, but I've kind of peaked where I am. I never thought I'd ever do this. This has been just such a rush for me. Like, from just having a record company. I got one artist. That's all I need. And I made two great friends out of this at the end of the day. That's the most important thing. I mean, it's been so great just to be a part of. And just think, when we get this thing on the road, good Lord, we're going to have fun.
Oh,
that's
fun.
how it's
be
been.
A bunch of 50-year-olds acting like we're 15, being morons again, but going to bed at 9:00 still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to adjust that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
start all the shows at 5 p.m. Eastern time, if you would.
Yes.
Just keep me.
I hope so.
yes.
Let me say that last night. Nathan messages me. He's like, what time will you be at my hotel? This is for the show. I said, I don't know. What, doors open at 7? He goes, no, dude, the show starts at 7. I was like, this is the greatest day of my life. The show starts at 7. Are you kidding me? I'll be in.
We saw
Yeah.
Def Leppard on a live stream a few years ago, and it started at 5 p.m. Eastern. So 5 hours ahead in England, and we sat on our couch. It was like 25 or 30 bucks for the live stream for it. And I thought, this is perfect. We're not in a crowd. We don't have to drive home. I don't drink anymore, but we could have if we wanted to, right? It would have been okay. We didn't have to fight with parking. It was the beautifulest scenario ever.
Oh, it's so funny at our age now, right? Like, you know, back in the day, 30, 40 years ago, we'd go to a show and we'd miss work in the morning or be late for school and be hungover and smell like whiskey and cigarettes this morning. And last night, you know, Sebastian Bach leaves the stage. It's like 10:30. I looked to Nate and said, my back and knees have never hurt so much from standing here, right? That's where we're at now.
Yep. We were second row.
Second row.
So my neck hurt too because you're constantly looking up.
Yeah, the struggle's real.
I know the struggle is real. I want to answer Hop's question too, because I would say the best part for me is the enthusiasm and the feedback of people that are listening to it, and it's given them joy, because that's what music's all about.
Yeah.
And the friendships, Jason says, look, he made a couple of good friends. We've made a ton of connections from being involved, not only with Rock and Danger, but now Mad Hatter. And it's been mind-blowing. And I don't know where it's going to go, but I know we're excited about it. And I'm excited about the new material too. I know we've got 10 to 12, like I said, songs that are ready to get working on. And once we got everyone in the mix, it'll be fun to bring some live stuff, little clips and stuff, samples for everybody.
Yeah, you know, Wes said it too. Wouldn't it be cool if we did a little live stream when you guys got it together? Give everybody a taste before you go out.
Would be fun, man.
Well, that means we got to be good.
Yeah.
Hey, one thing though, we didn't say, we do have shirts and we got cups and we got bags and stuff. So if people are interested in the wearable merch, we have guys and girls. It's all through DistroKid. So DistroKid is the distribution that the album is through. If you do any streaming, it's on all streaming platforms. Mad Hatter, Welcome to Wonderland, and you can find it on any streaming platform, but it was distributed through DistroKid. So they have a sidearm that does merchandise with like this. So pretty cool. And I don't know.
But the record is not there. The record is just through us.
Yep.
Yes.
The band.
Right.
Yes.
Support the band, man. Buy the record, you know.
Support the band.
Yeah, you know, just to add to the question there, like one of the best things is like hearing this getting played on radio, like tuning into different internet radio distribution centers, and they're like, Mad Hatter, these guys could have been as big as Crew back in the '89, you know. And for me to hear that, and for us,
that's got to
hear
be
it,
awesome.
It feels so good, man.
Crazy.
It's crazy because this is like, had that's happened like 40 years ago, hey, we would have been like stoked, obviously, but to be able to do this and like share it with the kids and like, that's cool, you know.
Yeah, everyone just keep telling us. Keep
telling us how
keep
cool we
coming.
are. No, man, honestly, like, so if you want to help out, if you happen to know someone or whatever, just tap them on the shoulder and like send it their way and just like check out a couple tracks, whatever, you know.
Will not be disappointed
about it. You know, we're kind of old school in our future ways. Just throw it on a mixtape, you know.
Playlists are modern mixtapes, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, do an actual mixtape and just see who has a cassette player. And I'm like, yeah, man, this is awesome.
Oh.
I had to dig out the cassettes though.
Yeah, I still have a couple cassettes. I don't think I've got a cassette player anymore. So
that's the hard thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, guys, what if we not ask you that we should be asking you? What do we need to know?
Boys.
Wow. Jason,
what do you need to know?
I don't think you need to know who my favorite band is.
Yeah, we've kind of figured.
If there's one thing that everybody needs to know, it is www.madhatterorder. Or no, it's not. It is madhatterorder@gmail.com. That's what you need to know. And
That's right there.
it's just so you know, we never talked about, you have the prices, you have the website, everybody, or the address, the email address. We accept PayPal, so you know it's safe.
Safe.
And
Safety
like I said,
first.
yep, safety first. Just like
Get your noobs out.
1989.
Isn't that what they used to say?
Safety first.
Yep. So, Jason, thanks for saying that. I copied and pasted it from the show notes. I put it in the comments as well.
Thank you very much, sir.
Mad Hatter
Appreciate you.
Order at Gmail is wherever you go to clicking around in this.
Awesome.
That's all. And for those folks, you know, that are going to buy it and whatever, I am all over it. It goes out within 24 hours with tracking and apparently a cool email per Nate.
Yeah.
I don't think we touched on this neither. And I mean, I'm from the '80s, you know, music fan, and we were always big on the artwork. And you know, when you went and purchased something, that was a big part of it was the artwork. Where did artwork come about for this album?
Well, obviously it holds a very strong resemblance to the one and only Dangerous Toys, Hellacious Acres. I had a mixed thought on it because we're dealing with an album where AI is involved. And so I wanted it to be kind of apparent that there was some AI involvement. Now, this album actually, I think, looks even cooler than that one.
Absolutely.
It does, absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
But you know what? Where was our influence? Our influence was there. This album was recorded in that time. We were listening to Bang Tango and Dangerous Toys and Skid Row and Bullet Boys and all of these bands. This is what we lived on, and still to this day, that's my whole playlist. Like, and Scotty and I are always talking music. We've always been best friends forever. So this to me has just been so exciting. And I mean, the front of the album, yes, Dangerous Toys. The back of the album was just taking similar ideas, putting it together. This is AI, Nate and Scotty. Man, Scotty, you look pretty rad, buddy.
Still got it. You know what I mean?
We'll be touring with Steel Panther in no time.
I'm picturing Mark Wahlberg from Rockstar in one of those pictures as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, though? There was a casting error with Mark Wahlberg. He shouldn't have been cast. He was too big. He was the Calvin Klein guy, and I couldn't get over it. Like, they should have put someone else in that position, but I love that movie.
Yeah. But his backup band kicked ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Absolutely.
Man,
they did good on that.
I would love to get, because I'm a vinyl guy, of course. I would love to see you can get it out on YouTube, that Steel Dragon Lubricator album. Man, I'd love to get that.
Yeah.
Pressed. Like, I mean, there's some other really good tunes that didn't make the movie that are on there. But who would you like, Nate? I know that there's a picture floating around of another underwear model that might be involved in this very show right now.
Oh.
Jason's just obsessed with Scotty's picture.
So am. I'm just waiting for the right moment to post that somewhere.
Drop that. Oh man.
Yeah.
Good, Holly.
You'll have to send it to these guys so they're not just laughing at our inside joke.
Yeah.
I might do it right now.
I don't know your part of the joke, but there's a degree of I had to tell Hop, hey man, if you post my picture, that's fine, but don't tag me in that shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
100%.
Well, we can blame Scotty's wife because she was the one who initially posted it on social media. We just ripped it and keep throwing it in his face.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got one or two pictures. A friend of ours does some cool work with AI, just like you've done, Nate. He's learned to use the tools, so he'll take his expertise and do some neat stuff. Well, he pulled some stills like headshots from a video of a keynote my wife and I did, and he made one that she has been pissed about from this day. Now, I still save a copy, but I do not send it anywhere because that one's not getting out on social, but it's fun to pop up every now and then and say, check this out, guys. And she's like, you asshole, delete that.
Man, aren't you guys glad that there was no smartphones and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, There's a part of me,
Yes.
guys, that wishes there weren't Polaroids.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The camera might be. Oh,
That's funny.
What about those disposable cameras that
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
used to buy? Like we'd go on these band weekends, and so we'd buy disposable cameras, and we used to give them to like a bunch of people in the audience so they could take their pictures and stuff. And I'm sure there's some still that never got developed, but the ones that you did get developed, you're like, holy crap, that's me passed out in a bush. Oh wow.
If it were only that.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, wow. Guys, this has been a blast. There's some stuff I'd like to chat with you about after we end the live feed, because I want to make sure I'm not speaking out of turn when we ask some of those questions. Is there anything else that you want to make sure we get in this?
yeah. Anything you want to plug?
Oh man, Nate, plug Rock and Danger there.
Well, yeah, I think our Rock and Danger, we love music, regardless of Mad Hatter. I mean, that's the result of us loving music, of being lifelong musicians. But Scotty and I, we've had a YouTube channel for a couple of years, Rock and Danger. And you can follow us on any social media platform. We're always posting on Facebook and Instagram and X. And yeah, we enjoy connecting with like-minded people. We're here to celebrate the music that we grew up on, and having even saw last night like Slaughter and Skid Row, just phenomenal.
So good.
Or Slash and Bach. Mark Slaughter's voice sounded better than I expected it to. These guys are like 60 years old, and they still got it, and they're still delivering the goods. It was just awesome. So I mean, that changed our lives, and we like to be positive and talk about it and share our experiences, and we invite anyone who grew up on the greatest genre of metal music ever.
Oh, yeah.
And that doesn't mean we just listen to hair metal. We listen to all kinds. We listen from everything from whatever, Pantera to who else? Waylon Jennings.
Richard Marx. We were talking about
Richard Marx. Satisfied.
Sticks. All the way to
Dude
Sticks.
can write a song. Dude can write a song.
Yeah. Well, you can't deny that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I told
No,
Scotty
I,
today I'm gonna contact Todd Kearns and Brent Fitz from so they just did their Triumph stint, and they said they were gonna come on our show after they did this Triumph tour and talk about it. And we thought, well, what better way than coming up on Canada Day, and we could all kind of do this kind of Canada Day themed episode. So hopefully we can make that work.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And then I'll sit there when you're interviewing him, just be a fanboy, because I love Triumph so much. And Todd Kearns, if you folks haven't seen Nate and Scotty's interview with Todd, one of their early ones when they were first starting the channel, there's just not a cooler, nicer guy, I think, in the industry than Todd Kearns.
Appreciate
Just
it.
a gentleman. Yeah.
Yeah, so there you have it.
And guys, that's one of the things that for me, not being as familiar as Hop is, it helps, because I'm just like, well, we're all guys. I'm the dumb guy at the magic show for some of this, so I don't get starstruck by it. And I should probably be more so, because we get to talk with guys like you that have done some really cool shit. But
Yeah.
I'm just like, good to meet you.
Yeah, man.
And then later I'll be like, damn, Hop, that was amazing. I didn't realize. Anyway, like, I was trying to tell you.
Well, look at Jason. I had to come let him in the hotel. He's sitting there with like Dana Strum and Mark Slaughter, and I'm like, what are you doing, man?
I was just hanging out in the lobby. I'm trying to make Nate all cool coming down, because I got the Mad Hatter record under my arm with the Sebastian Bach thing on it. And I walk in and I'm about to call him, and Dana Strum just kind of looks up, hey, how you doing? And hey, good. Have a great show. And I message Nate to come down. Nate walks out as they're walking away. His face is just white. I was like, yeah, I was just talking to Dana and Jeff. No big deal. No big deal.
You know the dumb thing too? I didn't have
See
my
you guys
phone
later.
Yeah, but I didn't have my phone with me to take a picture or anything. So because my phone was in the hotel room playing Slaughter while Slaughter's in the lobby with Jason.
Yeah,
That's
my new
like
friend.
something-
My new friends.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sounds fun.
Guys, we look forward to having you back on when the new album's released and you're starting to do the tour, so we can help stir the pot, promote along some of that, especially if we can land you somewhere in the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia or thereabouts, because
Oh wow,
Hop has reach everywhere, but we've got closer connections in this area that we might be able to stir that pot really well for you.
yeah.
So,
Ooh, we like the sound of that.
indeed.
That sounds nice, man.
I can get my passport back.
Yeah, better get one.
I'll see if they let me over the border.
Long story. I lost it, but don't worry, I can get it back.
Probably a good idea.
Completely understand. So, guys, Hop, anything else you want to say before we close the recording for the live stuff?
No, well, talked about getting together. Maybe we should get together and do a track by track on
Yeah,
all,
that'd be
get
great.
the album a fair
That'd be
shake
great, yeah.
and see what, y'all can talk about if we're on the right track with what we think the song's about. And just see
It sounds
where-
fun, man. I mean, appreciate that.
That'd
Be very cool.
yeah.
Hey, before we go, I want to ask these guys, they asked Hop what his favorite track is, but Scotty and Jason, what are your guys' favorite tracks on the album?
I don't know.
Oh,
Scotty
man.
wrote half of them. What about you? Yeah. Well, Nate, what's yours, Nate? Before Scotty and I say.
You know what? I would say I think my favorite, most listened to track on the album is probably, there's so much pressure. I'm gonna say Temptation.
Ooh, deep cut, hey?
I like that song.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. Then I'll follow up because I'll ask Nate. Nate, what's my favorite song on the record?
I think you would say Temptation too.
Goddamn right.
You got to finish the album strong. Track number 10.
Have to.
Boom.
If
man.
anybody has seen me on Hairband Basement or Crash Course Radio Show or Rockin' Dane, anytime I always say, you have to finish your record on a strong note. And if I may be so bold, I say it often, you got to rock out with your out.
Yep.
Tell that to White
Lion,
Lion.
you know?
Yeah. Scotty Rock, what's your favorite?
Oh man, I'm a big fan of like singles. Like I would say So Many Times would be like a lead single off this album, and I love it, man. It's so catchy. I don't know why.
Great song.
Well, because we wrote it, right? But I'm just to me, when I hear it, I'm like this. I would buy into this band if I heard this song. I also like Welcome to Wonderland because the acoustic guitar thing going on. I love that riff. I've always loved that like riff, and Need Your Lovin'. I love how it sort of like shifts to halftime. I don't know. So
Yes,
it's all my favorite. Listen to me. I always pick 3 or 4. Don't ask me my favorite anything. You'll get 5
I like
answers.
songs 1 through 10 are my favorite.
I like the B-sides. I like the guys in the band. I'm a big fan of them overall. So, yeah, there you go.
They're good dudes.
They're good dudes. Support them, you know?
That's right.
100%.
I'll say it again. Buy the record.
Guys, thanks again for being with us. I'm going to close it. Hang with me a little bit so we can process the recording, but I've got a couple other questions. Appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you guys again soon.
Yeah, right on.
Thanks so much
for
for the
having us.
invite.
Awesome.
Rock on,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you
Everybody
very
stay
much.
strong.
much.
Pop metal.